center yourself on your mat. I'm gonna use one of my bolsters. You can use one of your pillows or two for this first part. Just sit on it, prop your spine up, and sit in a comfortable position. We're gonna begin with a short meditation and breathing. So settle in here, sit tall. Open your palms and receiving. Close your eyes. And take 2 of your deepest breaths. Really breathe into your belly. And breathe out. Take 1 more, just like that. Fill up your lungs. And empty out. Keep your eyes closed and keep your deep breathing. With every exhale, let go of any expectations that you have on this moment. Any expectations you have for this practice. That could be not being interrupted by a cat or a person in your house. That could be any expectation that no thoughts or something specific won't come up during this practice. Whatever there is there, just let it go. Give up whatever is kind of keeping you stuck here. And I want to focus on inviting rest and inviting stillness, because if you're anything like me, home can be a great place for that, and it can also be one of the hardest places for it, because I start seeing everything I need to do, and I constantly think about what I need to do. So take this time to just create that stillness and to just let go and give up what you need to give up. Take a full body scan here. Begin with your feet. Feel your feet against your mat. Bring your awareness to your ankles and your shins. And bring your awareness to your knees, your thighs, your hips. If there's holding or there's tension here in the hips, breathe to that tension and commit to letting go. Let that go. Give up that resistance. Give up that tension. Notice your lower spine. Are you really dumping into your lower spine as you sit here, or are you lengthening? Are you creating that energetic flow upward? Work to lengthen. Notice your spine. Move your awareness from your lower spine up 1 vertebrae at a time, up into your shoulder blades, your shoulders. Roll your shoulders back. Create that posture of openness. Open your heart. When we focus on the spine, we can notice any misalignments there. So bring your awareness to your spine. And take any shift that you need to here to have a straight spine. Bring your awareness into your shoulders again, into your arms, your elbow, your hands. And create that opening in your hands. Release any grip here. Bring your awareness back up your arms into your shoulder, back into your neck. You can take neck circles here. Movement to your neck. And come back to center. Relax here. Take one last deep inhale. Empty out. Come up off of your pillows into a tabletop. Stack your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. Look forward and move with your breath. As you inhale, drop your belly and look up. As you exhale, round your spine and look back. With your breath, keep moving from cow and through cat. Take slow movements. There's no rush here. We have time to be still and give our body what it needs here. Take one more round of cat and cow. Widen your knees to the outsides of your mat for child's pose. Drop your head physically onto your mat. Drop your head mentally and emotionally. Letting go is a constant practice, so commit to that. Breathe here. And also find compassion for yourself. Find compassion for the people around you. Downward facing dog. Send your sits bones up to your ceiling. Press down through the heels of your feet. And pedal out your down dog. Pedal your feet. Create movement. Feel the stretch through your legs. And then settle into stillness in your down dog. Press down through your heels. Breathe. Slowly walk to the front of your mat in a forward fold. Step your feet out hip width distance. Grab opposite elbow with opposite hand and sway side to side. Ragdoll. Heel toe your feet back into touch. As you inhale, halfway lift. Fold forward. Rise up, extended mountain. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. Stretch to the right. Come back through center, grab the opposite wrist with opposite hand, and stretch to the other side. Come back to center. Bring your hands in heart center in prayer. Close your eyes. Come back to that stillness. Come back to that intention to rest. And to wake up our bodies, to wake up ourselves, together we'll take one Om. Forget about those people who are there around you. Forget about any ideas or expectations you have on the Om. And just fill up your lungs, and as you exhale, let it go. Breathe in. Reach up, extended mountain. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Come to plank. I'm going to modify my chaturangas tonight by dropping to my knees. If it's calling you to keep your knees lifted, by all means go there, but I will drop, breathe in, lower down as you exhale. Up dog or cobra, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here, your deepest breaths. Slowly walk to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain, rise up. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga, any variation works here. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths, pedal out your feet. And then settle into stillness. Press your heels down towards your mat. 1 more breath. Empty out. Walk your feet to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain, rise up. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. 1 breath in. 1 breath out. Walk your feet to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose. Bend your knees. Lift your chest. Bring your 2 big toes to touch and an inch or 2 between the heels of your feet. One breath in. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. High to low plank, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Right foot, warrior 1. Press down into your feet, rise up. And I'm going to show you here a tendency in warrior 1. Okay? So a tendency is for that right knee to cave in. We want to open the hip by spiraling it out. Open the hips. Press into all 4 corners of your feet. Lift your chest. Open to warrior 2. So for you, You just turn sideways, open your hips, and I'm gonna come on this mat to show you from the side. Breathe. Extended side angle. Bring your right elbow to your right thigh, reach up. Really lengthen through your right side body here. Avoid collapsing. And so you can also lift one hand, but for gentle, I like to just keep my hand down, my elbow on my thigh. One more breath. Breathe out. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left foot, warrior one. Breathe here. Warrior two, again, I'm gonna turn. So that the knife edge of your right foot presses down into your mat. Look over your fingertips. Extended side angle. Set your gaze on one spot. And breathe here. Breathe to whatever tension is arising. Use your breath to steady your heart. One more breath in. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a breath. Empty out. Lift your right foot up. Bend your knee. Open your hips. Three-legged dog. Create that opening in your right side body. Come to down dog. And step your right foot forward for a low lunge. Your left knee, your back knee drops to your mat. And what we're gonna do is stay in this low lunge. Keep your left foot where it is, but step your right foot over across your body. We're gonna really stretch the left hip. So lunge forward here. And breathe through whatever resistance is here. This is a tough spot here, so create that stillness in the pose. Invite the breath. Now bring your right foot straight in front of you. Again, keep your back foot where it is. Lunge forward. And this stretch is in the hip of the leg and back. So really stretch that inside of the hip. And again, show compassion for yourself. Whatever comes up, whatever arises, invite compassion. Now open your hip, bring it all the way to the right. And again, lunge forward. Bring your right foot back straight in front of you. And just shift your hips back Straighten your right leg to give yourself a nice stretch here through your right hamstring. Work to grab your right foot or just place your hands on both sides of your foot. Soften in your knee. Invite water. Soften here. Let the energy flow. Downward facing dog. Lift your hips up to the ceiling. Step your 2 big toes together. Lift your left foot up. Bend your knee. 3-legged dog. Open your hips. And really press into the knuckles of your hands, of your fingers. You'll know if this isn't present if your hands are cupping. So if they cup, press down. Come back to downward facing dog. Low lunge, left side. Drop your back knee down. For me, it's my right knee. Again, I'll come facing you. Step your front foot across. Keep your back foot in place. Lunge forward. Stretch your right hip this time. Come to center, your leg in front of you, lunge. Breathe here. And if those thoughts keep coming up, don't get frustrated with yourself. Bring the tool of breathing into your pose. Count your inhales, put a count to it. Breathe for maybe 4 counts. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Come back up, bring your left foot this time to the outside and lunge. Keep your back foot where it is. Create that breath. Bring your left foot back into center. Shift your hips back. Stretch your front leg. Or to grab your left foot. Or again, bring your hands on both sides. Downward facing dog. Bend your knees, send your hips up, and then straighten your legs. Do that one more time. Bend your knees, send your hips up, straighten your legs. Walk your feet to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, fold. Inhale, extended mountain, rise up. Eagle on the right. Balance on your left foot, cross your right foot over, cross your right arm under, come around, grab your hands. So from this side, eagle pose looks like this. Focus your eyes on one spot in front of you. Roll your shoulders back away from your ears. Really pull into core. Lower down. Switch sides. Left leg over. Left arm under. And every moment, we have the choice to invite that stillness, to invite that rest, even if it's not a restful pose, right? We find the balance, the sukha and sthira, the balance between strength and ease. Lower down. Tree on the right. Balance on your left foot. Bring your right foot to your left leg. So you can bring your foot anywhere on your leg, just avoid pressing on your knee. So for me, today I'm gonna bring my foot to my ankle. Open your heart. Take a deep breath in. Release it out, big sigh. Yeah, let everything go here. Everything that's just weighing you down here, let it go, stand tall, grow your tree. Lower down, tree on the left. Bring the ease. Lower down. Inhale, extended mountain, reach up. Fold. Halfway lift. High plank. And lower all the way down now to your mat. And this is where your pillows will come into play. So I'm gonna place one at the front of my mat and one at the back of my mat. So do that with your pillows. Maybe use your blanket for your feet. If you want to put a blanket over the pillow at your feet. And we're gonna create kind of like a locust pose here, but it's supported. So rest your head on one pillow and your feet on the other. Invite your breath. Steady your heart with your breath. Close your eyes. Work to be fidget free. Just melt into your mat and into your pillows. Then whichever cheek is on your pillow, switch sides. position. Open your legs out wide, like a V. However far feels good in your body. And then for me, my bolster is kind of tall here. But if you're using pillows that aren't very tall, then you might want to take both pillows and even your blanket here and stack them to bring the mat up to your head. And then fold into your pillows. And all of these poses from here on out, we're gonna be here for a little bit, about a minute or so. So this is the time to really bring in that tool, your breath. Whatever happens, whatever distraction comes up, you always have that breath. So invite the breath, invite the stillness, and just melt into your pillows. Rise up, bring your pillows onto your right leg, and fold into your pillows. Really stretch the left side body. Stretch the kidneys. And use your breath here. And if you feel any muscle exertion here, for me it was my hand being over my head. Release that exertion, just melt into it. There's no strength here, we're really just finding the ease. Slowly rise up. Take your pillows to your left leg. And again, fold into your pillows. Stretch your right side body. In all of these poses, we're working to create the release. Release the energy. Release what you need to release to be restored. When our cup is empty, we don't have anything to give. So we're working to fill up our cup, to cater to what we need. Rise up. Bring both legs straight in front of you. Your feet together. So from the side, this is what it will look like. Bring your pillow or pillows long ways. and fold into your pillows. Create a nice stretch in your spine. Extend the thoracic. And again, create that ease. Whatever is coming up here, if you're tensing up in your shoulders, release that tension. You could even bring your hands to your sides and rest your head on your pillows. Slowly rise back up, and we'll take supported swan. So for swan, I'm gonna start with my right leg forward. So whichever leg you start with, it will be parallel with the front of your mat. And it's almost like half pigeon, except for instead of the leg being straight back, it's gonna be out kind of to the side. So from the side, the front leg makes a box. The back leg kind of makes another box at a different angle. Set your foundation. From your foundation, surrender forward, release, melt into your pillows. Gently rise back up. Bring your left leg or your back leg forward for full pigeon. So for full pigeon, you will just stack your left shin for me, your back shin on top of your right. And you can use your bolster here or your pillows and fold forward. With every breath, again, work to be fidget free. If it's too much in your hips here, take modifications. If you want to bring your pillows in front of your legs, you can rest your top ankle on top of your pillows and fold from there. A nice hip opener. We store a lot of emotion here, especially women. So again, whatever comes up here, show compassion for yourself. Just breathe to any physical tension, any mental tension, any emotional tension. Breathe to that. Use every breath as an opportunity to let go, to give up, whatever energy just isn't serving you here. If it doesn't serve you well, it doesn't feel good in your body, so just give that up. Give up the resistance, give up the tension. Be at ease. Come up. Supported swan on the other side. And for me, my left shin will be forward this time. Create the foundation. From your foundation, surrender forward. Count your breaths here. With your inhale, breathe in for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Breathe out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Melt into your pillows. Bring your back shin forward, full pigeon. Stack your shin over your other, and again, if it feels better for you to stack your top foot on your pillows, do that. Walk your sits bones back, create space, lengthen, and surrender forward. Consider what your life could look like if in the midst of chaos, any kind of chaos, at home, at work, during a pandemic, whatever it is, what would it look like if through the chaos you invited breath and ease and rest and stillness, and peace. Create peace in your heart, in your mind, in your soul. Create that peace. Give up all the what ifs in the midst of the chaos. Rise back up. Bring your one pillow on one side of your body and take your other and bring it under your hips. We're going to take Karani or waterfall. I like to take bridge, lift my hips up, slide the pillow under, and then lift the feet up. Rest your hips on your pillows. And again, this might be another pose that feels better with 2 pillows stacked on top of each other. Lift your feet, open your chest. lengthen your spine and just melt here into your mat and into your pillows. How we react, how we respond in any given moment, the energy we create is felt by those around us. So we can give in to fear, we can give in to panic, or we can just be at peace. Create that stillness, create the calm in the midst of the storm. And in doing so, naturally invite others into that peace and stillness as well. At any given moment, we are at contribution to either energy that is positive or energy that is negative. And so in each moment, we have the opportunity to decide which wolf, which energy we will feed. Will we feed the positive? Will we feed the negative? Your emotions, your thoughts, they all have power. And you, at the core of that, always have a choice to choose. And if you are resistant to that right here in this moment, invite your breath, be at ease, create this stillness. Lower your feet down back to your mat, remove your pillow. Bring it to the side of you. And so right now I have 2 pillows, 2 bolsters on either side of my hips. And so lay down, lower both legs to your mat, lift your left leg, create a 90-degree angle, open out with your left leg to the left side and rest it on the pillow to your left. Melt here into your pillows, into your mat. When we calm the mind, we come out of our reptilian brain, that fight or flight response, and into rest and digest. We give ourselves the opportunity to think logically. Bring your knee through center. Take a supine twist. Drop your left knee to the opposite side, to the right, and rest it on the pillow to your right. Send your gaze over your left shoulder. Whatever sensations are present here, accept them just as they are. Bring both legs straight out. Lift your left leg this time. Create that 90-degree angle. Open out to your right side. Rest on your right pillow. Bring your knee through center. Drop it to the left pillow, supine twist. Gaze over your right shoulder. And if you're like me, your rest and digest is coming in here, and your belly is beginning to make little noises. That's good. That's what we want. We slow our thinking. We give our body the rest it needs to take care of what it needs to take care of, to rebuild. Come back to center. Take one elbow up at the top of your mat. Bring your hips to the bottom of your pillow. And again, if this is this is really going to create an opening in the chest. So 2 pillows might be best here if your pillow isn't very tall. Take supported fish. Relax into your pillows. Open chest, legs out long. Many of us spend a lot of our time in a seated position with our backs hunched over. Our back is over lengthened and our chest is under lengthened. So we're reversing that here. Lengthen in the chest, open your heart. There's so much energy here to just let go of. Release that energy, open your heart. It might be uncomfortable for the first 3 breaths. Maybe even the first 5 breaths. But choose to stay through the discomfort. Choose to stay in the midst of the chaos. Choose that stillness. Choose that peace. Be with the sensations. Slowly come up to a seated position. Move your pillow from the top of your mat to the space beneath your knees. And take Shavasana with your pillows under your knees to bring your lower spine flush with your mat. Open hands, your palms. I like to have my palms facing up. It's hard to be angry when our palms are open, when our heart is open. And take another full body scan here in your Shavasana. Begin with your feet. Notice any sensations in your feet, your toes, your toe mounds. the arch of your foot, and the heels of your feet. Bring your awareness into your ankles, up your shins, into your knees. From your knees into your thighs, into your hips. If you're clenching here, if you're holding in your hips, just really open up, release that. Bring your awareness to your lower spine. Up your spine into your shoulder blades, into your shoulders. Roll your shoulders back. Bring your awareness into your neck. If there's any remaining tension in your neck, move your head side to side. And then settle back into stillness, into center. Soften that space between your two eyebrows. Notice your breath as it comes in your nose and out your nose. With every breath, notice that rising and falling of your chest. Gently roll onto your right side. Pull your knees up into your chest. Together as a community, with everybody who's tuned in right now, fill up your lungs. And together, empty out. Press yourself up to seated position. Cross at your ankles, lengthen in your spine. Sit up tall, lift your heart, lift your chest. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands in prayer. Together, we'll fill up our lungs. Breathe in love, breathe in goodness, breathe in gratitude. And then exhale it out to the room and to the world. The love and light within me honors the love and light within you. Namaste.